Hey guys, what is going on? Sharp Thinking here. So I wanted to do a video talking about tip down carry. A couple of observations I've had about tip down carry and why I think some knives are best suited for tip down carry. Now, before you, I have two SOCOMs and a military. You guys should be familiar with them at this point. So I guess we'll get into it. Tip down carry, a lot of people fucking hate it. I do not give a shit whatsoever. I love these knives here. I've had most of these for about a year, if not more. This one, 3 years. Actually, this one probably 2 years now. And then this one, about a year. My favorite EDCs, aside from these, some of them are tip up, some of them are tip down. I do not have a problem switching back and forth. To me, it doesn't make a huge difference, but I want to address why I think some knives are just better off tip down. Now, first things first, I have a large size hand. I wear a large size glove. When I'm reaching into my pocket for a larger knife that is tipped down, let's use the SOCOM as an example. This is actually the smaller of the two between the military and the SOCOM. The SOCOM has a little bit smaller of a handle. So imagine that mounting the clip were a non-issue. This is here, so in reality it would cause some issues, but we're going to just pretend it's not. So let's mount the clip here. Okay, so it's sticking out right here. We grab the knife. My thumb right here. Now what? I have to adjust, deploy. That's kind of the appeal of tip up carry. So allegedly, the reason why people like tip up carry is because they don't have to adjust their hand. So they go in, they grab the knife, boom, it's deployed. It's not the same deal when your thumb stud is a good inch higher up. It doesn't work the same. So it kind of defeats the purpose on larger knives to have them tip up unless you have a gigantic hand. If you do, shout out to you. I'm jealous. Kind of. Not really. But yeah, so that's reason number one. You just can't access the deployment hole. If it's an auto, then sure I could see it. But the button, like say it's the military, the button would have to be in the middle of the handle. Like, it would just, I don't know, it would just be a little weird. And then the other reason I can think of, and this really became apparent to me when I looked at the target audience for these knives. So the Spyderco Military, it's called the military. It's marketed towards law enforcement, military, special operations. And then the SOCOM, which is actually an acronym. It stands for Special Operations Command something. I don't know the full acronym, but clearly both of these knives are marketed towards, law enforcement, military. So what do they carry day to day? So initially my mind went to, okay, well, if it's a police officer, they probably have body armor. They probably have a outside the waistband thigh holster of some sort. So that's going to be obstructing the front pocket. Now, in terms of military, you're looking at even more gear: thigh holster, radio, backpack, med kits, all that. So you're going to have a lot of things obstructing your pockets. When I thought about where, if I had to EDC all that stuff, where would I carry my knife? Probably somewhere on my vest. A lot of people carry 6 magazines or 3 magazines on their chest. In the military, I know, what is it? You have to have 6 plus 1, so 7 mags for the M4s. I'm not military, by the way. I don't want any confusion with that. I'm not in the military. I've never been in the military. But shout out to anybody that is. I appreciate you, and thank you. But it only makes sense that you would carry a knife somewhere on your body armor, because you have MOLLE compatible, plate carriers normally. So all your pockets are obstructed. You're now carrying the folder, which we can get into that. I think it's kind of a poor choice to carry a folder if you're in a sandy environment, especially with bearings. But so it's in some sort of contraption on your chest. How are you going to be drawing that? Are you going to be reaching around, grabbing it like this, and deploying it from tip up? Probably not. You're probably going to be plucking it, for lack of a better word, from your storage pouch and deploying it like that. Now, that's just my theory. I could be wrong. I know that a lot of law enforcement and military guys watch the channel, so if you think anything is off with that second theory, please let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video addressing the tip down hate because, especially in the Spyderco groups, it is rampant. It's absolutely insane. I'm personally not opposed to tip down carry whatsoever, unless it's like a hinderer like this. This is badass, by the way. This Monkey's Edge. This thing's sweet. But the flipper, obviously, this would get caught on the seam of your pants, pop the knife open, and you might cut yourself. Any other circumstance, it doesn't matter. I'll carry a fire tack, tip down. If this could be carried tip down, I would not be opposed to it. It doesn't matter. In my opinion, you should be able to handle switching from tip up to tip down. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to shed some light or share some theories on why tip down is really not a bad thing. And I wanted to share this last thing. And that is, for my tip down knives, I tend to carry them in my back pocket. So a lot of people will say, hey, that sucks. If you bump the handle, the blade's going to fly open and it'll sit like this, open in your pocket. Is that a problem? I've never had it happen, but I found a really great way to carry these knives, and that is just in your back pocket. They carry a little bit better. I like to have my phone in my front pocket. I know a lot of guys do not put their phone with their knife. I do. I don't give a shit. Yes, I do crack screens quite often, but what can you do? It's all about convenience. And I have phone insurance, so it's like, I think it's like $8 to replace the screen. But yeah, so I carry these guys in my back pocket. They carry well. They're out of the way. Yeah, you do have to sit on them. But if you don't think your knife is fortified enough to be sat on, then I would definitely, look for a different one. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.